The following program contains material which some viewers may find objectionable. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh, don't give it to Burn. Don't give it. Oh, just hoof it, man. Hoof the flag. For fuck's sake, man.
Hola. How's
Greetings.
I've got a very
Greetings.
yeah.
Sorry,
So,
we're about 3.5 minutes late.
We are, but I was searching for the shirt, and your shirt's been stolen. So
Yes, I'm wearing something better.
we can't find the right shirt. But I think both of our shirts have been stolen from this season that we're going to do. It's unbelievable.
Stolen.
I'm heartbroken over it because I had the long sleeve one as well.
Yeah,
I was going through my shirts desperately before the show. I thought, it's right there. I thought I knew where it was, and it wasn't there.
Well, first of all, the sponsorship fell off, and then it was stolen afterwards.
Oh,
and the shirt looked much better without the sponsorship.
We'll tell you guys all about that in a minute. Of course,
Yeah.
This is the Royston. We all know him.
Hello.
You've seen him on many other shows, I'm sure. So if you want to hit the likes, please do. That would be great. If you want to subscribe, if you haven't already, that would be even better. If you want to become a member, apparently that's good too. So yeah, all of this stuff, give it a crack, and we should be very happy with that. We'll go through the comments in a little bit, but just want to say, Roy, what's been catching your attention this week in football? Because we've had a couple of weeks off of the twat, but
I've been watching World Cup qualifiers in Asia, so it's been exciting. Okay. Qatar, the Asian champions, lost the first game at home 3-1 against the UAE, and they drew with North Korea 2-2 today.
2-2.
My team, Iran, won 2 games, and they got 6 points.
Nice.
So they're getting closer.
Who did they beat?
Closer. They beat UAE today 1-0 in UAE, and they beat Kyrgyzstan in Iran last week 1-0. 1-0, 2 games.
Kyrgyzstan? I don't know.
Kyrgyzstan. Yeah. Is it?
Oh, Kurdistan.
Near. No, not Kurdistan. Kyrgyzstan. Let me see how they spell it. I'm trying to find out.
Okay, it's not often that there's a country that comes up that I haven't heard of. But
it's a lower ranked team, but it's a bit shit.
Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, so it's KYRGYZSTAN. Kyrgyzstan.
Well, that's a new one on me. Are they all players from Kyrgyzstan? There we go. So
Kyrgyzstan,
team that is obviously one of Beer Vikings' favourites. There we go. But yeah,
Kyrgyzstan.
We are also obviously England have just played, but we've heard a lot about that. You're a massive, well, actually, you're not a massive England fan. You're an Iran fan.
Well, England's my second team. So
England's your second team. Well, your third team after Newcastle, number 1.
Yeah, of course. Newcastle's number 1, man.
I think, England are sort of somewhere in the mix for me, but at least Gordon's getting some minutes. Did Tino get any minutes? Does anyone know?
I don't know. I watched a bit of the first half and then fell asleep.
Maybe that speaks volumes for the football. No, actually, the little highlighty bits that I sort of looked like there was some decent play. Gordon looked busy again, cutting inside. Good.
Yeah, he came off in the last 15 minutes, 17 odd minutes.
Oh, that's good. That's a good little run out for him. So he's getting his fitness. Oh, Tino
fit and ready.
Made his debut.
Has he?
Apparently so.
Oh, good
How
stuff.
lovely is that? So is that maybe
that's Pierre Finito.
Did he play left back or right back though? That's the question.
Let me have a look and see who he came on for. We'll find out from that one. Because if he came on for Arnold, then let's have a look.
How great that he's made his
line up.
I'm pleased for him.
Okay.
Oh, there's no pictures of him yet in the England shirt, but anyway, yeah,
that's weird.
If he made his debut, that's great. Very, very happy with that. Other things, of course, we've heard a lot about the Mitchell man.
It's not showing that he played or not.
Oh, okay. 0 minutes, George Eaton said.
Yeah, he hasn't played. One
There we
second.
go. We've been trolled.
Yeah, Tino didn't play. He hasn't played.
By our good friend Geordie Toon for life. Unless he meant no. Tino, no. Maybe he meant that.
Yeah, he hasn't played. Yeah.
It was opposite day. But well, he was on the bench. That's a good start. That's as far as Jimmy Bullard got, isn't it? So the season we're doing today, anyway, is it's a famous season where we came fifth, but but still the manager got booed.
Yep. Unfortunately,
was the mighty win.
He was part of it, probably. I don't think he was. There's no way we're booed. But 4 games after the season after, he was gone.
He was out, which is crazy, really. He should have been allowed to leave on his own terms. But anyway, that's just the sad way football can be run sometimes. And of course, he came fifth, but it was well, let's let people have a little guess which season it might be. It's we'll get Roy to guess as well a few things here. Not guess, maybe you'll know, Roy. Maybe you've got the knowledge. Should we start with the hard one from this? These are the players.
No.
Who played that season in that shirt. We're wearing the wrong shirts, but it was this shirt here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know him? Tricky one to start with.
No. Looks like a defender. So is it Andy Griffin?
He was a striker, but he came on loan. Yeah, he was a loan signing. He was a Geordie, but he actually played for Sunderland before he played for Newcastle. And then he went to Leeds, and he had one amazing season where he scored a whole load of goals. And then, believe it or not, he got an injury, and he was never the same player again. I think he went to Carlisle and he did okay there, but
because all I remember was Shola, Shearer, Lua.
Oh well, this guy was the Tyne. He was something over troubled water.
Oh, Michael Bridges.
That's the one. Oh yeah, we've got a couple.
I love those hints. Love those hints.
Michael Bridges, and do you know how many goals he scored for Newcastle?
Absolutely no clue.
A big fat 0.
Nout.
He scored none. He was washed up, unfortunately. He couldn't. His legs had gone, but it was weird.
How old was he then?
23 or something. He was still really young, but he's just he was finished, unfortunately. These are. Can you name all 4 of these?
Gary Speed, and that's Genus with a tackle. Yeah. Who's that with? Is that O'Brien?
Yeah, so Brian, you got the Newcastle players.
Yeah. The other one.
The Man City player is a famous player. England international, very tall, slim. Played for Liverpool. Played for Real Madrid.
Eh? Oh, it's not McManaman, is it?
Yeah, it's McManaman. Steve McManaman.
I thought it was blonde.
He was sort of gingery, wasn't he?
Oh, okay.
Now here's one of your favourites and one of your not favourites.
Lua.
We've got the wrong shirt, but I couldn't actually find this other player in the right shirt, so we had to just improvise. But yeah, Lua on the left.
No idea what the one on the right is.
Memories of Lua?
Yeah, the somersault, and he actually came to Al Arabi afterwards.
Did he?
What? Yeah. Let me think. Was it?
He's still playing, isn't he, Lua? And he's about 50 now.
Is he?
Well, he's got a dodgy passport, hasn't he? He was supposed to be in that picture. He should have been like 19 or 20 or something, which is nonsense, obviously.
No idea.
He's from the Republic of Congo, isn't he? And he had a slightly dodgy passport, but he was obviously. And do you remember one thing he did that season? I should have actually. There's another picture I should have put up. I'm going to put it up now. I'm going to find it while you talk about Lua for a minute.
What was he going to do? A flip?
No, he did something. Oh, I can't show the clip, but he did something which he shouldn't have been allowed to do, and it changed the way football was. I'm trying to find the picture. We can at least get a picture of this. There is a picture. There you go. And I'll show you. He did something that, well, he didn't just play for us that season, put it that way. We loaned him out halfway through the season.
You're not allowed to play for 3 clubs in the same season.
No, he ended up going to Portsmouth on loan, and he scored a goal against Newcastle, which stopped us winning the game in the 94th minute while he was a Newcastle player. But he was crazy.
And then the rule came afterwards. Yeah, you can't play against your mother team.
And because you had to put it in the contract, but Freddie Shepherd said, "Here it is." Freddie Shepherd said, "I forgot. We forgot to put it in the contract. You couldn't play against it." And that's him scoring in the 94th minute equaliser. Proved crucial because we were fighting for the top 4. Well, we probably would have kept his job if we come 4th. But being 5th, there was a lot of pressure.
Yeah. How many points were we behind?
We were 4 points behind Liverpool. So not far. And we had 10 games where we were leading by 1 goal in the last 10 minutes, but we ended up drawing the games. So that's 20 points wiped out. We drew 17 games. Anyway, we'll get
we had Titus Brumble in defence.
We had the Bramster. We've also got some, before we look at the next one, Niall Ranger apparently is signed for Kettering Town. Did you know that?
Now? Oh.
Yeah, today.
Wait. He was 19 in 2011. So.
What a lad.
He must be 32 now, 33.
Yeah, about 32 or 33, yeah. He said he was going to play for England, didn't he? He was quite cocky about it, I remember.
What a waste of talent.
Yeah. Did you ever see that podcast he was on? He said, well, I couldn't be bothered getting training on time because it was like, it's so early, isn't it? And all this. And the girl said to him, "Oh, but you had this chance." He goes, "Yeah, but blah, blah, blah." It just didn't seem like he really cared that much. He seemed like an all right guy, but bit of an idiot.
Yeah, it's his mates, and I think we should have had a different. Anyway, all right, the Chopra,
yeah. And then on the left, and unfortunately, they're not in the shirt, but they are 2 brothers who played for Newcastle.
Oh.
No. And here's a clue. They're not the Amiobi brothers.
No. O'Brien.
No. Yeah. They're Scottish.
Oh. Caldwell brothers.
That's the ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, kind of. Right.
Stephen Caldwell on the left, ginger. And the brown hair is Gary Caldwell, who never actually played for Newcastle. He never got in the first team. But his broski got quite a lot of games. You want an easier one, don't you, Roy? These have been quite hard.
Yeah. Where's the King Titus himself?
Yeah, the King, Titus, out of those 2.
Yeah, the one on the left I've never heard of before.
No, he's useless. Here's one I've had to. There's a couple that I've had to move into the shirt. I've tried to. You might not even notice it's such good photoshopping coming up. It's the same person in both pictures.
That's Hugo Vienna.
No, it's not.
It's what's his name, man?
A player that Mighty Wing really liked. The young player that we signed. He's aged like milk.
Milk.
No, that's not a clue.
Yeah.
He looks like he has
Gavilan.
Yeah, Diego Gavilan.
Yeah.
Sparrowhawk. He was a wonder kid, wasn't he? We signed him from Paraguay.
He's a bit like.
Big thing.
He's a bit like. I'm trying to think. Who's he remind me of?
One of those young studs came along.
One of those that we thought, we got the new Ronaldo, and it turns out he wasn't.
It wasn't quite. It was close. He scored 1 goal, but it wasn't great. How about this one? This is going to be a very obscure one. I'm not sure I probably wouldn't have got this, to be fair.
Is that Zola?
Oh, how did you know that? That's a real good shout.
Hey.
You pulled that one out.
He's from the same country as Loa. So he's from the Democratic Republic of Congo. How many games?
None. He never played for the first team.
See, I did my homework today.
I can't believe you pulled that one out of the bag. That is...
Yeah, but I've done...
Couple points for you today, Roy.
I thought I'd have a look today, this afternoon. I was at work.
Oh, now you're giving it away. You cheated.
Yeah, I had a tab and I started looking at the lineups we had and stuff. I thought I'd look at the dodgy names.
Touchy nose. There you go, Zola. You brought that out. So I was going to show you one more, but I don't know if it's a bit too obscure, and it's drawings, unfortunately, rather than the actual players.
Did he not play in a cup game?
I don't think he did. I remember a young player called Offiong who was a good talent. Let's get this off the screen. He's a good talent, but he never made the cut. He was a bit like Chopper. They said Chopper and Offiong were going to be the next two superstars of world football, but they never quite made the grade. But Zola, yeah. God, just think we had Zola, but we got the wrong Zola. If only we got
again.
We'd been laughing.
It's like the wrong De Jong, and then we got rid of him, got his brother, and that was still the wrong one as well. We got both wrong ones.
If we'd got Nigel De Jong, Ben Arthur wouldn't have got him.
Ben Arthur's leg wouldn't have broken. Yeah.
Although he came back even better, didn't he, really?
Yeah,
it
was good.
He's like, I'm just putting one together here, one little impromptu one here. See if you get this. One of them is very obvious, but the other one is not so easy. Let's give it a second.
Come on, memory. Come on, memory.
There we
go. Woodgate on the left.
Yeah.
The one on the right. Shit. Looks familiar. I know he's English. The one on the right is English.
Yeah, his name sort of sounds not English, but something like English.
What? Like O'Brien-ish?
No, it's bigger than England.
Bigger than England?
It's got more countries in it, but England's one of the countries.
Britain?
Yeah. Martin Britain.
Ah, okay.
That's it. That's all of them today. He did really well. I think.
But did anyone get it?
Well, no one got Zola. I think by the point we got to Zola, people were just like, well, who the hell's that? Inman, Jocks, things like that. So, yeah, Inman, God, he was a useful little player. But yeah, so that's that season. So you've done your research on the season. What do you remember about it? Because it was an interesting
cock up in Champions League qualifier, but then we went to Europa League.
Yeah.
And was it called Europa League?
UEFA Cup, I think.
UEFA Cup. And then all the way semi-final, we drew at home, and then the away game, Drogba just killed us, didn't he?
Yeah, Drogba.
And I actually booked tickets from the UEFA website for that season to go in the final, and then I returned them. Well, I cancelled the booking. So I thought we were going to go and win. I did that the season after, and then I did that 2 seasons after. But then AZL come on knocked us out. The season after was Lisbon. So it was never going to happen, is it?
One day, just give it a few more years, and we'll be
next year.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I think if we went into something like the Conference League, I think we could actually win that. Definitely.
Yeah, I prefer the Conference League. Yeah.
And of course, it was a strange season because it was one of those seasons where we didn't sign many players, a bit like this transfer window we just had. So, do you know who was the only first team summer signing that we made?
No.
He was a controversial player. He was.
Well, it wasn't Bellamy, was it?
No, it was another similar. Well, actually, no. Bellamy's never done such bad
Genus?
things.
No, Genus was already a kid.
Genus
Dyer was already there.
It was a player who divided opinions. Let's say that.
Boyer.
That's it.
Was it?
Free transfer from Leeds United.
Not a fan.
Do you not like him?
It's that fight as well. That's done it.
Yeah, and he was never consistent for us. At Leeds, he was a really consistent player, but for us, he was a little bit up and down.
Yeah,
a mixed bag, you might say. He was a player who, there he is, never quite hit the high notes, but he was our only signing of the summer. And there was a controversial sale in the middle of the season. This man was sold by this man. They fell out. And Mighty Wind's version of events is that Nolberto Solano and his agent had agreed that if they signed this new contract with a big pay rise, they would be on about 20 grand a week, which back then was quite a good sum, maybe 25, instead of 15, that he would then retire from Peru. So his agent said, sign the contract and you don't have to, they can't make you retire from Peru. So then he went off and played for Peru, and then Sir Bobby went, no, sorry, mate, I'm not having it. You've and then their relationship was ruined, and we made, well, what I think was a really ridiculous move. And of course, we sold him to a rival club.
Yeah, and that season it was all that shit with Bellamy and Dyer and taking a piss out of Sir Bobby Robson and changing room and stuff.
Yeah, do you know which club it was that he went to?
Villa.
Yeah,
Isn't it? It was Villa.
There it is. Aston Villa. Off skis, you go skis.
And then I think he had an okay season, and then that's it.
He did well at Villa, didn't he? Actually, it was good. And then he came back. After, well, he had a year and a half at Villa. Then he came back home.
Should have stayed.
Yeah, it's a shame because he would have probably
finished top 4.
Yeah, I think if he'd been there instead of Darren Ambrose and Lee Bowyer, then I think we probably would have been.
It shows you that even the best managers sometimes are stubborn. And things don't work out the way they wanted.
Once you lose faith with Sir Bobby, it was game over. Here we go. This is a little bit about that season. So obviously Sir Bobby, the manager, we got to the 4th round of the FA Cup, 3rd round of the League Cup, semi-finals of the UEFA Cup, and we lost in the qualifying round of the Champions League. Top goal scorer, Roy? Do you want to have a guess? It's not a difficult one. Really.
Shearer, easy.
How many league goals do you reckon?
18.
22.
Close.
28 in all competitions. And
he's averaged 20 a season anyway.
Yeah, 20.6. And that's including seasons where he only scored 7 because of injuries and stuff. So not bad. This is the league table. So we were that close to we only
4 points
for UEFA Cup on goal.
Villa 6. Charlton as well.
Charlton, yeah, they had a great season. Transfers, that was it. So we signed Lee Bowyer on a free.
The Mackhams were gone.
Yeah, I think they were out.
Season before, I think the season before, and also that season.
Look at that. Total spending, 0.
Nout.
And who would have thought 3rd the year before?
So I bet our outlets is huge.
Who do you think was they're trying to get me to pay for stuff. Who do you think was
Solano?
Out of the outgoings, the big ones? Obviously Solano, yeah, really. The rest of them were still past it, weren't they?
Gary Cut. Well, we made 3.5 million. Hey.
Well, most of it on look at the fee for Solano. How ridiculous is that? 1.5 million.
Yeah, that would have been like, how old was he there? I think he was 30.
29. Yeah.
We would have got 15 million for him now.
Yeah. I think that was way below his market value. It's just probably wanting to get rid of him, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll look at the squad. I left during season. Yeah, we know about that. So appearances and stuff. So Shay Given played 53 games. I think that might be the most. Of course, look how many Andy played. Yeah, Solano only played 20.
Where's Amiobi? Amiobi's not there.
Amiobi's number 23. There he is.
Oh, there.
They've got 10 goals.
Good.
10 goals.
Oh, that will help me in the quiz later.
Oh, no. Giving too much away, huh? Chopra, Bowyer. All these players got a few appearances. Stephen Taylor made his debut. Got one appearance.
Yeah, one game.
What about these names? Anyone in here?
Yeah. Well,
now
the second one.
How about
John
that?
Carver.
What about that one? Chief Scout.
Yeah, that's weird, that one.
That's not true, is it? It's Chief Scout David Ginola.
Steve Clark. And, well, John Carver, the best manager in the world. in the league.
Giancarlo, yeah, there he is with a very fuzzy picture. Nigel Pearson, he
Nigel
managed
Pearson.
us. So if you actually look at it,
Yeah.
he managed us, obviously. He managed us. He managed us.
Yeah.
He managed us. And he did for
4.
one game. So the only ones we have in this list are him, Simon Smith, and David Gennaro, who's just someone's put in there.
Or not? Yeah, Duno's not even a manager. So
then
pre-season.
Well, it was a bit patchy, wasn't it? This one here was where Genus hit him, what do they call it, Panenka penalty, and it got saved.
Yeah.
No, over the bar, I think it was. And Robson went apoplectic. Went crazy. But yeah, quite a lot of preseason games. And then the season started off with, look at that, not a good start at all.
6 games, 3 points.
We lost at home to
and
Manchester.
then it picked up. Yeah.
Quite Shearer scoring. Lost
I
at
had
home to
five in a row though.
Oh,
It was at home. I think our home form was bad. So
0-0.
look at a lot of games.
Terrible. Look at that. 1-2, 0-1, 0-0. But then we did slowly pick up. Start to get grind out our 1-0s and 3-2s. Battered Portsmouth. And then 5-0 we lost to Chelsea. But it was the draws. If you look at all these draws.
Yeah, there was a lot of draws at home.
I mean, that was a good draw there.
That was a draw away. Yeah.
And then we got some decent wins. I think Les Ferdinand scored in that one.
I think we lost. I think we drew with Man U away, but we lost at home.
Yeah, we lost at home
Yeah.
right at the beginning, 2-1. And at the beginning of the season, we had a chance.
It took a while to beat them. I'm trying to think.
So Shearer scored a 1 goal in that game to win it. And then we were in with a chance of 4th place. I think we were 4th. But we finished the season with draw at home against Wolves. That's when the fans booed. That was a mighty win, throwing his toys out the pram.
Yeah.
Then you had Southampton away.
Look at those 3 games.
All away.
Could have been in the Champions League.
Should have been. Because that Man City team wasn't very good.
Well, if we beat Liverpool, we would have gone. Because take 1 point off them, and we would have had the same points. So it would have gone.
We would have been just below them. But there's the Champions League we were talking about. So we had the first leg away from home. We won it. Second leg.
At home. Shocking, man.
And I think from what I remember, it was a Woodgate mistake, which he only made like 1 or 2 mistakes in his whole time at the club. And they got that result. And then we went out.
Yeah, and it was like, and after winning the first game away, you think, fuck, it's going to be easy here.
Yeah.
But then the Europa League run was good.
Yeah, I mean, we won 6-0 on
we cruised it, yeah.
Then we had a cheeky...
I don't think we played any proper teams until
Mallorca.
quarter-final.
Yeah, Mallorca not a bad team, though. And then PSV Eindhoven. Yeah. That was a good...
Yeah, a draw and a win.
Was that when Speed and Shearer scored? Yeah, Shearer and Speed.
Yeah.
The old war horses. And then Drogba.
And then that's a disappointing one.
Didier Drogba. FA Cup, smashed Southampton, lost to Liverpool. And League Cup, we lost to West Brom at home. So a strange old season, Roy, one might say.
Yeah.
What can you say
about
that?
It's just a classical Newcastle season. When you expect to get beat, you win. And when you expect us to win, we don't. And a lot of games we should have won, we didn't. Cocked it up, especially that Champions League one.
Yeah.
I think with Marseille, it was just like, I'm trying to remember how the game went, but we weren't great. It looked like one of those games that even it went on for 3-4 hours, we still won't score.
Yeah, there was quite a few like that. It'd be nice to show a few of the clips, but I don't know what we're allowed to show. Can we even show interviews? Because I think...
Nah, I don't think you're allowed to put any YouTube stuff.
I'd like to put the Loire interview, because he did an interview after the game that he scored against us. And he said basically, well, yeah, it's not my fault. I'm allowed to play and all this sort of stuff, and I'm just doing it for the team.
You can put the link on, and people can just jump on and watch it.
Oh no, we don't want to direct them away from our show.
Yeah, just leave it.
But yeah, so I can play the audio, can't I?
I don't know.
Let's
ask Chris. Where's
we can play
the
it. We can play the
YouTube
audio,
police?
but not that audio, maybe. But the audio, I'm sure. I can
Walua.
play audio. Chris, say no quickly if we can't do the audio. It's just the audio. Okay, Chris hasn't said anything, so that means it's fine.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Can you hear this?
No.
Oh, okay. I hear that.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, it's a moot point because I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, I could play it a different way. So give me 2 seconds. But can you believe that though? That we would be that incompetent that we would loan a player out and forget to put that in the contract that you can't play against your own club.
Yeah, that's stupid. I don't think they thought about it, but well, I'm gonna. There's something else that happened that year.
Hmm.
Wait, let me. I'm just gonna use my phone.
Here we go. I'm gonna play this audio now, so we can play this audio. It's fine. You'll be able to hear it.
Well, Mano, it was a script written, wasn't it, that you'd score in the dying minutes of this game?
First of all, I just wanted to praise my God. Really, he answered my prayer. I was really looking forward, to be playing in this game. Most of the players don't really play, so for me that said something. I always says I ain't got a point to prove to anyone but myself. And I'm here on loan to impress. To show what I can do. So it was good to score. Just to score a goal. I was looking forward for this game. Yeah, it was really good to score.
Obviously, it was a surprise to you in some ways that you were eligible to be able to play in this game.
It was, because for me personally, I can see it. I take it in my point of view. I take it like in a way that certain people will be saying he's not going to do nothing to us. So for me personally, I had that in my mind. I've got to go out there, not only because it's a team, it's a team game. So for me as a striker, I wanted to score a goal, and especially a lot of people I want to coming back and then be sent out alone. It really hurts, and at the same time I'm here, I'm also trying to fight in a way that I'm trying to the manager so I can get a contract in a way. So I've got to do my job is to score goals, and that's what I did today.
As you say, we're disappointed to be sent out on that St James's Park. How important was it to you to impress both Harry Redknapp and Safavi today?
I was, sometimes when you got all those things in your head and impressed, sometimes things can go wrong. When I'm there, I just wanted to go out there and enjoy myself. I apologize. I didn't really want to. I wasn't thinking of celebrating, but I was getting bored by some of Newcastle supporters, and I was thinking to myself, I didn't do nothing wrong. I was sent out on loan. I didn't want to leave in a way, but after school, that I went through a lot. Certain people don't know that, but I went through a lot, and here I have a manager that believes in me. He knows my strength, and is playing me to my strength. So it was really good to score that goal.
Aside from impressing the managers, how important was that goal for you personally?
Well, you can see, when I celebrate, you can see what how it meant to me. So it meant a lot. So as a striker, people judge you by scoring goals, and that's what I got to do. And it meant so much to me to score that goal.
Scenes of elation around here. Now, with that point, what does that mean?
Anyway, that was basically what he said. So he was like quite happy. He celebrated. He did his somersaults, and he didn't even care about it. And he could never really come back after that. And so Pompey signed him, and that was that. So lovely bit of business.
I don't blame him. Do you blame him? I don't blame him.
Not really. But anyway, that was an interesting season. We'll go back to it in a little smidgen. But we're gonna.
I sent you something, but I think it wasn't that season. So I think.
Oh, okay. I'll have a little gander.
It was the same kit, though. It was
Sorry to cut you off there. I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we are looking at a few of the. It's actually been quite hard to find stuff this week.
There's nothing.
There's not a lot, but there are a few little bits anyway. So this is from Sport Blitz. Fenerbahce not interested in signing Trippier. According to Rudy Galletti, Fenerbahce have no plans to sign Newcastle United's Kieran Trippier. Despite rumours of a potential move, the England international will not be heading to Turkey this summer. What do you reckon? Do you think that's true?
Good. I hope so. I think the window shuts tomorrow. I think.
Oh, is it tomorrow?
I think so. That's what I've heard, something about 12. Someone gave me a list of windows in different places. So I think
So
it's
what?
tomorrow.
When is what other windows are open? What have we got left? Is it the Saudi window open still?
No, Saudi's gone. Qatar is gone now.
Oh, right.
I think you have to look at South America, and I'm not sure, some places far East Asia.
Wow.
MLS and stuff, maybe. I'm not sure. Not many left. But he's gonna. I'll just keep him. Just leave it. Keep him. Who we got? So there's only two, when he's gone, because Ashby's gone on loan.
Yeah. Well,
Kraft is playing centre back.
not really good enough anyway, is he? To be honest.
He's 20. So it just makes common sense to keep him and then see how things go in January.
Yeah. And also, I just think his experience, he might not be happy, but we've had this before. We had it with Richie, I think, for a few years, where he wanted to go back down south, but even Colaccini, the only problem is with Colaccini is his form really dropped after he said he wanted to go back home. So it can be a bit tricky, can't it? Some of them make it hard work. Here's another one. I know you're excited about this one. Newcastle considering a move for Anthony if their pursuit of Anthony Alanga fails. Manchester United are open to selling for around 40 million. Eddie Howe believes he would be a valuable addition, and that's from Court Offside. That's the source, anyway.
Court Offside's always wrong, but I'll give him a cheeky bit of 5 million.
5 million.
And they'll say no, so just go 5.5.
Would you swap him for Miggy?
Yeah, I'll swap him with Miggy.
Would you swap him for Murphy?
No, not Murphy. I'll swap him for Miggy.
Comment section. Would any of you swap Anthony
for Miggy?
Swap Miggy or Murphy for Anthony? I would probably I would Miggy.
Swap.
With Miggy,
yeah, I would.
His potential is really high. It's just he's been terrible for Manchester United, and his attitude seems rotten. But maybe Eddie could beat that out.
He was great when he was in Holland, and then
amazing.
Some games for Man U not last season, season before. When did he join? Was it last season? Season before?
Season before.
Season before, yeah. I saw some things and I thought, he needs to work on
little
something.
moments.
And then just completely gone. And I think it's him and Ten Hag. So maybe even if Man U change their manager, things might change with him.
Yeah.
So you don't know. Don't write him off.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, he could
come good.
Yeah. They wrote Anthony Gordon off, didn't they?
Yeah.
But Anthony Gordon.
So him for Miggy is a yes. Him for Murphy's a no.
Okay. Yeah, Murphy seems like a useful squad player to have.
Yeah.
Here's another one. 2 years after, it's not really an ITK, but it's just an interesting story. 2 years after Romelu Lukaku made a £90 million move to Manchester United, his brother Jordan looked set to join him in the Premier League amid links to Newcastle United. The Magpies, managed by Rafael Benitez at the time, were in the market for a new left-back and had set their sights on Lukaku, who was playing for Lazio. However, the agreement collapsed and the 30-year-old now finds himself playing for Turkish side Adanaspor 5 years later.
5 years later.
But not much of a loss, really, is it, that one?
Yeah. But we signed Lazar.
Yeah, we upgraded. We got a slightly better.
Disaster.
We played Dummett there. He did okay, didn't he?
Dummett was good. Yeah.
And then
we dodged a bullet there.
This came out a few hours ago. This is from Telegraph Football, so it's a pretty solid source. Newcastle draw up January transfer plan with Eddie Howe and Paul Mitchell. Dispute resolved. This is Luke Edwards. Pair will now work together to identify potential targets.
I don't believe a thing that man says, but
really,
if it's true, yeah. If it's true, then fine.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, I mean, it'll be interesting.
He just says to mix things up.
You're right. Yeah, he does sort of say things sometimes which seem way off point.
Yeah. How come he knows and nobody else knows?
Well, Sean Casey knew 5 days ago. No, not really. No, so you're right. I can see what you're saying, but Eddie's definitely. I didn't.
You know what's shocking? pair will now work together to identify potential targets. There's no way they haven't identified anything by now. They should have a big list of 10 players by now. And as soon as the window opens up, they should just go straight in. Especially when you need top 4. Because you don't want to play 5 or 6 games in January and you haven't done anything yet.
Yeah.
Just go get your players.
I think they'll have to. They'll have to. It says Newcastle draw up January transfer plan. Pair will now work to identify targets in the coming weeks, and the club remains interested in signing Mark Gahey. Eddie Howe admitted to frustration about the lack of signings. Newcastle are moving ahead with plans. They're determined to put the summer issues behind them. That is basically the story.
Yep.
So interesting. Okay, well that's good news if it's true. What about you, Ray? Have you spotted some strange rumours?
I've only sent you one screenshot.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look at that because I haven't seen that little beauty. Oh, okay. Well, that's a classic. Did that come out that season?
No, it was the season after. So it came out. It was coming out 2005.
We've had a couple of interesting
I'm
developments.
not sure. I think it was 2005. It wasn't 2004, but it was that kit. But I think it was filmed the season after because Robert against Liverpool wasn't that season. It was the season after.
Right. It was a disaster.
And that was there. So it was the following season, but it's the same kick. For me, that's the best football movie ever.
Trying to think, I think it might be for me too. The second one was
part
not
one.
very good.
2 was
the third one was my
disaster.
God. That's one of the worst
one.
things I've ever seen in my life.
With the Mexico, he was barely in it.
What's that?
He was that same actor was barely in that one. The third one.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. He barely played a role. But the acting and everything. I think Mike Ashley was in the third one, wasn't he?
Was he? No. Was he?
I think he was, yeah.
No, it was 2006 World Cup. It was before Ashley.
I'm sure I saw him in it.
Before Ashley. Freddie Shepherd was in this one. Or the first one.
I thought I saw Mike Ashley in goal 3.
I remember they were getting on a plane or something. And I like the bit in the bar when David Beckham and Zidane and stuff. And he was like, wow. It was good. It was good.
Yeah, I remember the Beckham. I remember in the gym with Shearer in one of them.
Yeah, when he couldn't, he had like 3 kilos or something, and couldn't do the leg extension. And she was like, "What's this?"
Yeah,
funny bit. Good. It's a good movie.
Some of them really couldn't act, could they? Like I remember Bowyer being in it.
Yes.
And I don't suppose we can play a little clip from it, can we? We're very restricted by
no. Everyone's seen it. I'm sure everyone's seen it.
Yeah.
10 times.
We should definitely.
If you haven't seen part 3, don't.
Unless you want to, like some people watch films like what's that one called, The Room or something, and it's like the worst film ever. The acting's terrible and all that stuff, and they watch it because of that. They watch it because it's so bad that it almost becomes good.
Just kicking the ball and it's shocking. I mean, even in the first one, you can tell this guy's not a footballer.
Yeah.
But it worked because it looked a bit like Robert and some of the stuff, yeah. And I remember when Brian Johnson from AC/DC was like, "Oh, his dad was here," and then they got a phone call. He scored against Fulham.
Yeah, Fulham.
Yeah, Fulham.
Yeah, it
it was good. It was good. It gets a bit emotional at the end, but it's happy.
Yeah, it was.
But I sent you I sent you something else as well before that.
Oh, okay. Oh, you want that?
Oh, yes.
Controversial. Go on then, talk us through that.
There you go. You can't read his shit unless you follow him. So I don't follow him, so I can't read his shit anymore. Sorry, people. I'm not going to follow that twat.
That's clever from Casey, though, because now he knows.
Yeah, so now he knows no one's going to troll him.
He's got everyone over a barrel because he's
going to get sorry, people. Yeah, that's no wonder I've not been on Twitter for
the account. He's a clever boy, isn't he?
So yeah, you can only see his crap if you follow him.
God,
Which
he's
I
a
don't.
wise sage. How do you feel, Roy? Let's talk about it quickly about this upcoming Wolverhampton Wanderers game that we have. Confident?
Must win.
Do you think
Football wise, it's a must win. Tonali must start, and I think we probably will win if he starts.
What about if we draw? Because we normally draw there, don't we? Would that be okay? Would that be acceptable?
If we draw that, we'll need to win the next one.
The Everton away. I think Everton away would be harder.
Yeah.
Because our record at Everton is so poor.
4 points, but see where we are now. If you want to keep going for that 4th spot, you just have to keep winning.
Do you think we can get 4th? Think we're good enough?
Yeah. Nah, not really, but just keep the dream alive.
Yeah.
So win the next one. If we win the next, imagine if we win the next 2 when we play Man City, it's the top of the league game.
It would be nice, at least if we could just keep going a bit longer.
Yeah.
Keep the run going, and even if we're just scraping dodgy victories out here and there.
Yeah.
It'd be nice just to keep going and having some good results. But I think we've been lucky so far. Maybe it's a lucky season we're going to have. Gone slightly ITKs, but
plus Gordon's form with England has gone up, and Tonali's been amazing with Italy, both games, especially the first one, which is the harder one. So I'm looking forward to next weekend. Well, Sunday. Oh, is that our injury list? So Lascelles, yeah, we're not missing really anyone except Fabian Schär's back.
They reckon. Oh, yeah, Schär. Yeah, they reckon Schär's that it's possible that 4 players might come back for the Wolves game: Wilson, Schär, Willock, Kraft. That'd be good if we got all 4 of them. I mean, obviously Schär's going to be back.
Kraft, there's nothing wrong with him. It's just a knock, so he'll be back. Willock 50-50.
Back.
Schär back. I'm sure Schär will start.
Wilson will be the one. If we get Wilson back, we are laughing.
Yeah, I was hoping when Wilson wasn't there that we'll see Osula, but we haven't.
Yeah, we haven't seen him play a minute yet.
So,
because we haven't been comfortable in any of the games. That's why.
Yeah, and I hate seeing him being dropped now to 3rd. So he'll probably not even be on the bench in the next game or 2.
I'd probably keep him on the bench. How many do you get? 7 subs or 9 subs?
8, I think. No, I think it's 8.
Oh, okay. 8. No, that can't be right. It's always an odd number. But no, we'll see.
Is it?
I think.
Let me look at the last games because the internationals is open.
But it's going to be an interesting little set of fixtures because they're not quite as easy now as we've all been thinking. Because the thing is, we're playing the easier teams away and the harder teams at home, which sometimes makes it harder. So I'd rather have maybe 1 or 2 of the Ipswiches at home, let's say, and the other teams, the Liverpool's away. Because sometimes it's quite nice to get them out of the way quite early. Not all
9.
1 or 2.
Yeah, 9 on the bench.
9 on the bench. Okay, well then we could probably have Osula and.
We can have both, but don't put 2 keepers on. So just 1 keeper, 2 strikers.
Yeah.
Imagine having all 3 on at the same time, chasing the game.
Yeah, that would be quite fun, wouldn't it? How would you do it? You'd have to play Osula through the middle.
Or 3-4-3. It's never going to work. Well, unless Isak goes to the left. And Osula. It's never going to happen ever.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever play 3, but maybe 2. Maybe we'll probably. Would you start Wilson if he's fit? I wouldn't trust him.
No, I'll never start Wilson. Isak fit. He starts. Isak starts.
I want to ask you.
I forgot. I'll send you the fantasy football as well.
I want to ask you an impromptu thing, and I want to ask the chat this as well because chat's been a bit quiet tonight, and I'm not. We need a little bit of life in that chat. So, out of these games here. Now, that is a lot of games. Forget the Wimbledon game, if it's on there. Oh, maybe it's not on there anyway, is it? But, okay, the other games. So there's 9 games there. What do you think? How many of those do you think we can win? Realistically, if we win How many should we win? Because there's some hard games. Look at our home games. We've got Brighton, Arsenal, Man City, West Ham. That's not easy. And away from home, Forest, Chelsea, Everton, Fulham.
Okay, I'll go 3 with Wolves.
Yeah.
1 with Fulham.
Wow. Okay.
Nothing with City. So that's what 4.
That's 4.
Everton. I'll go 3. So that's 7.
Really? Okay.
Brighton at home. 1. So that's 8. Chelsea away, nothing. Arsenal at home, nothing. Forest will beat. I'm not sure actually. Let me say 12. I'll say 12 points. Yes.
12 points out of 1, 2, 3,
points.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. It's not a lot of points.
Yeah. It's not, but that's what it looks like. I'm judging by the way we've been playing. So I've got Chelsea, we're going to get nothing. City and Arsenal, nothing. So that's 3 games we're going to lose.
I think we might sneak a point at Chelsea, but I just feel like I feel like there's a couple of those banana skins. Everton away is always a hard game.
Even Forest, we beat them in the cup.
Yeah,
but they rested 10 players.
10 players, yeah. They're playing.
And we had to put our big boys on just to get the penalties. So that's why I thought. Well, you never know. We never know.
I think it's a tough one. Arsenal, I mean, the problem is, if you made all the home games the away games and the away the home, I would say we'd probably get about 15 points from the home games. But I think West Ham at home is not easy. But I would expect
I'd say that's 3 points. And
we should win that one. Arsenal at home, I mean,
they'll beat us. The way we played, they'll beat us. But
they've just battered Villa at Villa Park. 2-0, outplayed them. Chelsea away, you just don't know with Chelsea. We could get a point. Forest away again, maybe we'd lose or get a point. Brighton are playing really well. So maybe I would think pessimistically 8 or 9 points, which isn't enough really. I'd like us to get at least 12. But I think it's going to be hard. That's a hard little run of fixtures, that. And Bay of Viking says 30 points. Ron Turnbull says 16 or more.
At least. Well, we'll have 16 or we'll get 16.
We'll get 16 from those games. And
plus the 7. So we'll have 23 points by the time we finish that run.
By 12 games, 23 points. I mean, that would be amazing. That's
would be, but if we do, I think we'll be in for top 4, top 5 if we get that.
Right.
You need to. If you average 2 points a game, then
you're flying.
Yeah.
But we've seen that season that we're talking about, 2003-04, that we actually came 5th with 56 points. So maybe it could be a funny season like that with everyone tight, and if you can just get to.
Yeah, but if you look at the top 6 or 7 now, there's 2 on 9, and that's 3 or 4 on 7.
Yeah, it can change quickly.
Yeah, so after 3 games, then you'll start seeing what's happening. Just hope Brighton drop.
Sorry. I hope Brighton drops. Sorry. I thought you were going to say Brighton drop off, and I'd cut you off 1 word too early. No, you were in there. You were living the dream. So
ladies and gentlemen,
is going to introduce.
Have you got the picture? Hey, it's the latest edition from Jean-Paul Gaultier, whichever Jean-Paul Gaultier freak.
Show us the money.
That's the box.
How should that set you back? Right?
Nah, this new one's actually cheap. So it's about $100. So what's that? 80 quid.
80 quid. That's not is that cheap? I guess it is for Jean-Paul.
Well, it's the big one. It's 125 mil.
Or if you've got a friend who works in boots, use their 20%.
No, I bought this from the airport. So you can't get it in the city. So I got it from the airport. Right. So there you go.
The bulge is getting bigger. That's for sure.
And as usual, it's got vanilla. For some reason, because I went on YouTube. I saw it there, and I went on YouTube, and I started seeing all these perfume people, and they said, "Oh, it's rubbish and stuff." So I thought I'll judge. So I sprayed it, and I told the lad in the shop, I said, "Look, mate, I'll just have a walk around the airport, and I'll come back in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, see how it goes." And then all I can smell is vanilla and coconut. I thought, this is lovely. So I bought it.
Sounds like a nice combo.
Then I looked, there is no vanilla in it. I mean, there's no coconut in it. So there's something wrong with my nose. But I think with the combination of all this stuff, it's got this...
there's no coconut.
There's no coconut in it.
It's got balsamic vinegar in it. That's good.
Well, balsamic, yeah. And so it's got this marini, sweety, musky stuff. It's light. It's lovely. I think even girls can use this. So it's quite nice.
So
I would recommend it.
You better get a couple of jars of it, a couple of bottles.
And it's good for the summer and winter, so you can use it in both. And if you haven't got much money, just go. And you want to go Jean Paul Gaultier, just go with this one. I think Mighty Win would like this.
Yeah,
I'm starting to know. I'm starting to know what he likes. So
Old
he
Spice
likes
is
them.
the main one, isn't it?
No. Mighty Win likes fruity stuff.
Yeah,
fruity and
very fruity man, very fruity behavior.
Yeah. So this is not fruity. It's more citrusy, vanilla-ish, and fresh on that side. And I would say the Jeopardy is about 4 hours. So it won't last longer than some of the other ones. But it's still good though.
Well, that's not bad. 4 hours.
I recommend, and I really like it.
Time.
Yeah, so don't listen to everybody on YouTube. Just listen to the Royster.
Exactly. Roy always smells like a million.
I would give it 7 out of 10. Yeah, I'm not gonna give it.
That's why he always gets. There you go.
Yeah, I hope she's not watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Roy, you've been doing your studying this week, I can tell. So the chat's been a bit quiet. So I think you might be favourite to win this week, which is quite exciting. So
well, is it a goal or lineups?
Let's do the intros. Just notice that it says presented by nobody on the top of that. So maybe Chris left that in by mistake.
Yeah.
We have a couple of little quizzes here. Now, chat, get involved. We want you to come up with some weird, obscure names because
They've probably got a hangover after watching England.
Yeah. There's some very strange people involved in this quiz. So we're trying to find the right one.
Is it the Golds one?
It might be. It is actually the goals one. Let me just get it queued up.
Well, I'll get 5 or 6 players, and then we're stuck as normal.
The thing is, there's some really obscure players, aren't there? And it gets very difficult to get them all. But let's see if we get the right one. I think it's that one. Yeah, that one. Okay. Because there are actually 2 quizzes. Right, here we go. So this little beauty. Can you see that? Does it need to be bigger?
A
little
bit bigger. Yes.
Move it across.
Okay, so that's goals scored.
Yeah.
Look. All right. Let's go.
Okay, 7 minutes, 82 players. Well, not 82 players, 82 goals. So if you're ready in 3, 2, 1, let's hit it.
Own goal. Oh, we start with that one.
Oh, there you go.
Hey. Shearer.
Always a good bet. Look at that. Shearer.
Shola.
Oh, yeah. God, he's banged in a few. Halfway there.
Dyer.
Just 3 for Dyer.
Bellamy.
Oh, 9 for Bellamy.
Almost there. Okay. I'll start. Bramble got a few with his head.
He at least got 1, didn't he? 5-3.
There you go. Solano.
Oh, yes, Solano. 1 goal. First goal of the season. That was it.
Right, now we're stuck. Ambrose.
Yeah, he got a couple, didn't he? He got one against in the final game. Now he got
I
3.
got a few. Okay. So is it Loa?
Wait, you did say Loa.
Robert.
Robert, yes, he must have got 5 or 6. He got 12. Not bad,
9 goals
Mr. Robert.
left.
And this is why we rate him higher than Ginola, a lot of us, because he used to
Genus. Well, he was too young there, but
3 for Genus.
bloody hell. Okay, Southampton. Who's good against that?
What about signings? We only made 1 signing, didn't we, in the summer?
I forgot who it was. No.
Oh. Dodgy geezer.
Boya. Yeah, Boya. He got 3 or 4, I think.
You got 2 right at the end of the season.
Okay, so
you only need 6 more, so you need
PSV. Who's good against PSV? Speed.
Yeah, he must have got 4. Yeah, he got 4. So all you've got to do now is you've got Fulham and 1 against Arsenal in a 2-3 defeat. Oh, I think I know who won Robert's. He's Robert's mate.
Bernard.
Yes, I think he's the one who got 1
left
against
back.
Yeah, okay, 1 to go. It's the Fulham.
Shit.
You got 4 minutes.
3-1. We won 3-1. So Speed, Robert, and it wasn't Shearer. So
I'm trying to remember that game. 3-1. It was Gary Speed, Laurent Robert. That was when Robert scored that overhead back heel, wasn't
it? Yeah. Gary Speed, Bellamy, Shearer, Dyer. Oh, man.
So do you think it might have been a defender, maybe?
Well, I said Brambo. So Griffin with his heat.
I don't think it left.
O'Brien.
Well, it might have been O'Brien. You could be right. Yeah, O'Brien. There you go. 82 out of 82, 100%.
Easy.
3 minutes 59. Let's have a quick look at the chat and see if anyone else was banging out the answers.
Easy.
Bernard, Andy O'Brien. There you go. So be if I can got Andy O'Brien as well. Darren Ambrose.
Any O'Brien.
Bradley Orr.
Oh, still on O'Brien.
Yeah, that's the first quiz, and you've smashed it. You smashed it out of the park.
Easy.
God, 100%, Roy. That's 2 or 3.
That's 2 in a row now. Was it? No, the one before.
Yeah.
We had the one left.
Okay.
I think it was Lascelles. Remember, we had Lascelles left, and we missed all the players.
Did you win?
Was it? I think so. Yeah.
Well, the chat, Beer Viking mainly. Beer Viking was hammering.
Beer Viking's an encyclopedia.
He's the oracle of Newcastle United. But this is the other quiz. And this is, I'd like to do one with pictures, but I can't find one at the moment. But this is the other one. This is the players who played for the team that season. So
easy.
And it gives you a little clue because it gives you the actual countries. And you get
nationality?
Okay. We're not going to have 20 minutes. We're going to. Oh, okay. No, we can't change that. Yeah. So you've got 20 minutes, Roy. Go for
it. Shearer. Shola, Speed, O'Brien, Dyer, Bellamy. I'm not even looking yet. Okay. Okay, let me go for the Harper. Got Harper. Shea Given. Who's the third keeper?
Who else to be having goal? I think I remember one of them. I don't remember something too good.
I don't remember. Anyway, Boya.
I guess they didn't all play then.
Bramble. Robert. Genus. Loa. Got defense. Bernard.
They won't give me Loa for some reason.
Oh, there. Bernard. Who else we got? Elliot. There you go. Okay. I'm trying to go to midfield now.
Halfway there.
Woodgate. Ooh.
Yeah, good shout.
Okay.
There's no Greek defenders in the list, are there? No Davizas. We must have sold him by then, I guess.
No, we've got we've got 2 more goalkeepers that played that season.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But there was also that loan signing that we made.
Yeah.
Over troubled waters. And also there was the player. There was one of the brothers, the other brothers.
The Ambrose. He scored
Ambrose.
anyway. Right.
He wasn't one of the brothers, but yeah, he was.
I was at Chopra.
No, Chopper's in there.
So Ambrose, and we've got Sachira.
12 to go.
Speed,
2 goals.
Harper. The Ambrose. Hughes. I said Hughes.
Hughes, yeah.
Hughes.
Gotta be Hughes, yeah.
Okay. So we've got another defender. How many
We've
defenders we
got
had?
a Scottish defender.
Caldwell. Yeah. Caldwell.
We've got an English defender. Wouldn't be.
I've said Bernard.
You did say that.
What's wait, let me see the nationalities. Portugal, man. Bloody hell, man. You go Vienna.
Yeah. You
You go
thought
Vienna.
Gabriel. Oh, I shouldn't be giving the names.
Vienna.
Yeah, Vienna.
Well, have we got more? Well, there's only one Portuguese there.
No, there's
Then
not.
we've got
And there's quite a lot of
France.
English midfielders by the looks of it.
Eh?
And then there's 2 English strikers.
Boya.
We've got Perry, haven't we? Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, no, he is.
Oh, you have, yeah, he's on the other
bottom
side. And there's an English defender and 2 English goalkeepers. All English by the looks of it. If only you were a bit more patriotic.
Stevie Taylor played.
Yeah, he played 1 game. There you go. That's
There you
defense. That's defense done.
Forget the keepers. Let me go to midfield. And forward. English up front.
Well, I know who one of them is.
They've got Shola as Nigerian.
One of them is the loan signing that we made from Leeds. And
We
he
said
is-
that before, and I can't remember his name. Bridges.
Bridges, that's the one.
Aye.
Kevin Bridges. But who's the other
Okay,
one?
well,
It wouldn't be Zola, would it? No.
no, because Zola's from the Congo.
Oh, sorry, I
What
filled that
about
one in for you. I was just intrigued. Offiong was the other striker. So it's going to include players who didn't play, who are just backup players.
Oh, that's why I can't get it. Okay.
But I think I would then know who one of the other ones is because we had a picture of him next to Woodgate, a drawing. He wasn't England. He wasn't English.
Where?
He was bigger than England.
But yeah, but there's only English left. There's only
So
3 English.
this player's name was bigger than England. Can you get it?
No.
From the clue coming up. There you go, Martin Britton. He was one of them.
Ah, man.
Now then, the other 2. What about that guy McClellan? Was he around? Yeah, he was around. Who'd be the other one, Roy?
Bloody, I've got 14 minutes to get that.
I tried to help you out a bit.
Take my time. Let me take my time. One more midfielder, English.
Oh, we've got a couple here, a couple of suggestions. Right, Ronald Turnbull got Britain. Beer Viking got McLean. We've got Brian Kerr. I don't think he was there because he's Scottish and there are only English players left. So you've got 2 goalkeepers and 1 midfielder, and they're all English. So who would be the goalkeepers? Because Bobby Robson, English goalkeepers. So he had Harper, he had Given. Who was behind Harper and Given? Wasn't Krul.
No, Krul was probably 13, 14 years old then.
Yeah, who would it have been? He didn't have Tommy Wright at the club or anyone like that. But it's like a trick question. Oh, here we go. Apparently, according to this, Beer Viking, Caig and Collins. Have you heard of Collins?
No. But they actually play?
Adam Collin. So now, Roy,
No,
you have
there
to
you
get
go.
this one to be a Viking. That's the midfielder. You got to get him. Simple as that. You got 13 minutes.
I'm just looking at those players there, and I can't remember anyone else playing. So this is probably the squad, not the ones that played,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. This is basically the first team squad, I think, but it doesn't include players who went out at the end, like Luar and Solano, which makes it a bit harder.
No idea.
No, and we've run out of options. Anyone? Right, Beer Viking, come on. Beer Viking says Chopra.
No, I said Chopra.
Who could it be then? Midfielder? We can't be stumped by this. Britton, McLean. Which other terrible midfielders do we have? Baharl? He was a defender, wasn't he?
I guess I was Mersey, man.
Did we have a winger or someone?
I'll tell you what. It's got 12 minutes left. Make it 2.5 minutes left. So what's this?
Okay, we'll say 2 minutes.
Can you change it?
That's a difficult one. I bet it's going to be someone really obvious, like.
No, it's not.
Who's a
4-4-2, man. I was 4-4-2.
Was coming through the ranks. Who did Bobby shove in?
Did he become a starter the following season?
I don't know. I'm not even sure.
Did he grow into the team? No idea. I'm stuck.
No idea.
Did he score? Right? Well, he wouldn't have scored because I've mentioned everybody.
Oh.
Already. What?
Oh no, we've already got. I was going to say because.
What was it?
I said Ambrose, and I thought, oh man.
No, we said that.
No.
No, I'm trying to because we did the 4-4-2 then, and there was a diamond, and I can see Solano's there. That's weird. Where's Solano? This must be our season at the end. I think this is the squad towards the end of the season.
Yeah, this was not
whoever was left.
Players like that.
Yeah. No clue, mate.
Well, that is it, I suppose.
Should I give up? Yeah.
Yeah, should we give up? Or does anyone want to have a final dabble?
Two quizzes.
Bradley Orr. We're going to throw.
Well,
Bradley
I didn't get the two goalkeepers as well.
There you go. Beer Viking.
Bradley Orr.
Bradley Orr. Unbelievable.
Okay. No chance. I wouldn't have guessed.
So now you have to do the deciding quiz, which is what's my country? No, not really. We're not going to do that. But yeah, so very, very good Beer Viking. I have to say, you're on form today, my friend.
I hope you're not using Google.
Yeah, no, he does seem like an
insider. Because I would have no chance guessed that. No chance.
He is the king of Qatar, he's saying. And what does that mean? You were the prince?
Yeah, he's the king of Qatar now. Well, actually, Qatar is a state, but it's not a kingdom. So it's not a king. It's a prince or emir.
What we'd like to do one week is we'd like to do a quiz where maybe you against the mighty win, and each of you has to answer one question back and forth. And it's like let's say there's 15 names of.
Yeah, but if you go 80s, 70s, he'd beat me easy.
Yeah, we won't do that.
Even 60s. He'd probably even go 30s because he used to go watch it then, and he'll still win.
Just a quick one on our friend Ian in the chat, Ian Fleming. He's had to check in on his neighbour, and an elderly neighbour, so he's been dealing with that tonight. Hopefully she's all right. We've heard some bad stuff, so yeah, good luck. We're sending our best wishes there. But we want to do one more thing on the show tonight, at least one more thing anyway. We want to do a conspiracy theory. We haven't got an intro for it unless I can find something in 2 seconds. But Roy has got quite the conspiracy. Mm-hmm. So what do you reckon, Roy? Go on, let us know.
Who's the boss? Is that what I was supposed to say? Or who's in charge? Is it Eddie? Is it Paul Mitchell? Or is it Darren Niels? And the first thing that, because I work in the industry, it's not on the same scale. And what I had a feeling towards end of last season. There's something wrong with Dan Ashworth. Not with him. There's something wrong with the situation. Body language, things like this. Then towards the summer, Man U went and put the bid, and we all started. We turned on him, didn't we? All of us saying, "Oh, he's a twat, greedy bastard," all this stuff. But did we not think maybe he made himself available because of something wrong, and he wasn't? He didn't have the freedom to do his job like he wanted to, and especially after the 3 strange signings we had. And which doesn't make sense for the campaign. You never go and start trying to build for the future in a Champions League campaign. For your first Champions League after 20 years, and you're buying in bench players, basically, or backup players. You go and reinforce your first team. It didn't make sense. We did it anyway. It's gone now. And Ashworth went. And then sometimes I think, especially when you look at the structure and you see, oh, there's Eddie there, and then there's Eddie's nephew, who's a chief, head of recruitment or scouting or something. It does.
Yeah,
which I hate. I hate families, and I hate having family
nepotism.
in a business. Yeah, in a business that's not yours. It's not. If it's my own company, I'll put my brother, sister, cousin, all those sorts of people. But it's not mine. I just work there. And I don't like bringing, even if he's super qualified, even if he's the best in the world, I just avoid it. Even a lot of companies, when you want to join and you fill in the form up, it'll say, do you have family working here? That's why. You don't want, it creates this little bubble and little mafia thing. So I think it might be something similar happening to Paul Mitchell now. So if that is the case, if he leaves, you'll know why. It's the same issue. And that would mean we've lost 2 of the best. You said that yesterday, didn't you, in the group?
Yeah.
That would mean we lost 2 of the best sporting directors in the world. 2 of the best, probably 10.
Yeah.
Probably, you can rank them in the top 10.
Records for sure.
Yeah, so we've lost 2 within a few years. So that means there's something wrong, and it's not them. And I wouldn't blame Ashworth for leaving. That's the case. So if Paul Mitchell leaves, I'm not going to blame Ashworth for leaving. If he stays for a year, 2 or 3, and then continue the project as it's supposed to be, then fine. So, and then Bournemouth. It's similar, didn't it? Wasn't it? Because they were going to bring you talk about this one because you know more than that about me, more than me.
Well, apparently at Bournemouth in Eddie's second tenure at the club, they were going to bring in they were talks to bring in a sporting director or director of football, something like that, someone to be the transfer guru when they're in the Premier League, second season in the Premier League. And our man, Eduardo, didn't want that to happen, so it was called off. And of course, so he seems to not be a fan of this structure with these directors. Of course, on the left, we've got Dan Ashworth, who is very highly rated. I guess he kind of did his...
That's not Dan Ashworth. That looks like a mixture of Ashworth versus Murphy. Mix.
Ashworth with a different haircut.
Who's done that? That is not Ashworth.
I give him a little trim. That's all.
So
and then on the right, obviously Mitchell. So it's a strange one, isn't it? So, but it happened very quickly, didn't it? We got rid of Ashworth, and then the next day or 2 days later, we had Mitchell over the line. It's quite a surprise. I think a lot of us were shocked because we were all panicking, like, "Oh my god, we can't seem to find anyone to replace our man." But and then it happened, but it doesn't seem like something maybe that Eddie's that comfortable with, just based on those few examples that we have. But then at this point, now will they stick by Eddie or will they say enough's enough? We're going to keep our man in because they're giving him a long contract, Mitchell. Apparently, it's like a 4-year contract or something. So it won't
be us getting rid of him then. because they'll have to pay him more.
Unless we can sell him to Man United, like Beerbacken says, and get another 20 million.
Well, he's a sporting director. It means he is Eddie's boss. And at some point, he can easily go. He's got the power to go to Darren Neils and say, "Look, mate, it's not working with this manager. We need to change him." And it could be that Darren Neils likes Eddie or not. So you don't want to get the personal stuff happening because it's business at the end. You want to win. Your business is winning. Eddie's job is to win, get points. That's all it is. Get us points. Leave the money stuff and for the other guys. So if he's not doing his job, he needs to go. So far, he's doing his job. He's got 7 points, and we're progressing the cup. Doesn't matter we're playing shit at the moment. He will get
results will always cover up anything, won't they?
Yeah. So realistically, we should have probably had 2 points instead of 7, or maybe even 1. But we got 7, which is a bonus. So if the performance turns into reality, we will start getting beat a lot, and then that's when his job's in danger. So until then, we will not know what's happening with this situation until then. But my gut feeling is Ashworth didn't want to stay anymore because of the situation, not having control and stuff. Because you know what Eddie wants. I know Eddie wants high intensity, powerful players, big, strong, pace, press, counter attack. That's the players he wants. So that's why he's not a fan of Maxi. You look at the ones we left. They all have the same similarities. They all dribble on stuff. Maybe not hard work rate. Anderson's a bit different, maybe a bit, but it's still all about skill with him. Well, the ball and dribble.
Yeah, Anderson's a bit different because he was a bit of a workhorse, but that was out of his hands. He didn't want to sell Anderson, did he?
Yeah, so those 3 that we lost, you can probably play the 3 up front and get something different.
Oh, yeah, they're great. I mean,
Lindsay
and Anderson are going to be 2 of the best young players in the league this season, I think.
Yeah, well, he's been player of the month.
Anderson has for Forest, so that's a big loss for us.
I hate to say it, he looks better playing for them than he ever did playing for us.
Well, he's freed up now, isn't he? He plays every week, and he plays in probably his favourite position, which is further forward.
Yeah.
And that's
not on the left. It's more like a 10.
Yeah,
he reminds me of what's that lad who plays for Blackburn? No.
Oh, Chris Sutton?
No, not Blackburn. He played for Everton.
Gallagher. Oh, Cotton.
No, plays for. He played for Everton. Yeah, and he's gone to Brentford, I think now.
Oh, not that Mope guy.
No. He's about 30, 31 now.
Oh.
Played for Everton and I think he played for Chelsea as well.
Everton, Chelsea. Tim Cahill?
No, I think he's English.
I can't even think of that could be. What sort of player is he? A number 10-ish?
Midfield, yeah. I think he played for. Oh, wait. Was he? I think he was playing for Sheffield United last year and got relegated.
Oh, right. Oh, that guy, Sander Berge. Couldn't have played for Sheffield United if he's any good, surely.
No, he's a midfielder, number 10. Is it number 10? 1 second.
I'm going to talk about these 2 for a sec because this is an interesting dilemma. This will say a lot about Eddie's management, I think. It depends, like we've seen in the past, that he left Bruno out for quite a long period before he put him in the team. He said it's good for players to have a watching brief. He doesn't like to change a winning side, which we are at the moment, whether we like the football or not. We are getting results. So does he stick with Sean or does he bring Tonali in now?
If Sean's
shine for Italy in 2 games. Brilliant assist, brilliant play. They're raving about him. They're saying this guy, we've missed him. He's the heartbeat of the team. What a player. All that sort of stuff. Can't speak highly enough. And of course, Sean is a favourite of Eddie. He loves him. He's a workhorse, a good guy behind the scenes. Very popular with the other players. But which one will start against Wolves? We all know that pretty much all the fans would like Tonali to start. But I get
if Longstaff starts over Tonali, there's something major wrong in Eddie's head.
Yeah, but what do you reckon? Do you think he might?
Start with your best team and just keep going. Every game, start with your best team. Why is he going to keep? It's not like Tonali's a game-changing striker that comes on and can change the game. He's your engine. He's one of the cylinders. I mean, what he did. Did you see that 3-minute or 4-minute Italy highlight video?
Yeah.
Of that one game against France. It wasn't against Sheffield United. It was some. Yeah, and Longstaff's not done that all season last year. If you add Longstaff's highlights last year, it's not even as good as that 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Against France. So Eddie, you gotta be kidding. And then Italy manager said, I was thinking of taking him off, but he was still running.
Well, his fitness is up, hasn't it?
Yeah, so you got a Rolls Royce there. He plays like he's got a tuxedo on.
Yeah, he's quite a special talent.
While you've got a player who can't pass the ball and can't dribble, can't do anything, you got one of the worst midfielders I've seen.
Oh well, I think that's a bit harsh.
It's a workhorse. It's all it is. It's a workhorse. That doesn't work much. But we've got Tonali, mate, and he's one of our best players now. When you look at the squad, and he's one of the best players. So you play him with the 2 Brazilian boys in the middle. If you look at the team now, we're missing Botman. And yeah, I think if we get a Botman back, we'll be full power. And then we just need a right winger who's on top quality, and then you're done. Or play Gordon and Barnes. When Willock's back as well, it's going to look like we've got depth and different shape than last season.
But the question is, how different would the season have been if we had? I know it's an ifs and buts. Was it a sliding doors moment that we didn't have? We couldn't keep Minte, and we didn't get Tosin on a free transfer. What would we have done in that window if we'd kept Minte and we didn't have to sell him, and we managed to get Tosin for nothing? Would we have then just gone, that's it, we're done?
That would have been a good window. Instead of a window that you are weaker now than you were when it started. Because we lost those 2. And the thing is now, I thought, Anderson, I'm not bothered. But then watching him with
he looks a different
Forest,
player.
I'm thinking, shit, you had this guy, and look what you've done.
He played 55 games for us.
Yeah, but he never looked as good as he did in the last 3 games with them. It's just like, it looks grown up, and I'm still trying to remember what that player's name is. He used to play for Everton.
I can't think who that could be. Like a midfield player used to play. Nana?
Yeah. No. English.
English player.
I think, is he English or Scottish?
Oh man, you're making it harder. McGinn? No, he didn't play for them. What? He's 30 now? I can't think of it.
He must be...
You've stumped me.
Yeah, let me find him.
Are you sure this player exists? It wasn't just a dream you had?
I'm Googling now.
But there's also... So we look at this. These were happier times. Oh. Wind the clock back.
Yeah. Is that his dad?
Yeah. Or maybe his agent, but I guess his dad probably. That's a shame. And then happier times to come, obviously, with this genius back in the team. One genius departs, one genius returns. I'm not talking about Sean Longstaff. But
Forest. I'm not sure. I think he's playing for Forest now. Or where did he go?
Forest. Chat, do you know who the mystery player is? You know, I can't even think who this could be. Is this? We've got Rosie in the chat. Rosie, where have you been?
Hola, Rosie.
We've been waiting for you. We refused to end the show until we had 5 minutes of Rosie in the chat. And of course,
Forest.
also Brant Bourne. I haven't seen Brant Bourne in the chat before. Have you seen him? Or her? So it's or them. Minte is the one I'm mad about. Yeah, I'm just gutted because I think we've just Anyway, now we've got.
Wait. I think he was playing with Forest last season.
Yeah, it was all very exciting. But yeah, Minte is a very exciting talent. I mean, yeah, I don't know who he is, right? Played with Forest. What was it? He went to Everton. He might be Scottish or English.
Yeah. Wait.
These are a bit mixed here.
My memory's gone now.
Midfield player, but he might be a number 10. What did he look like? Can you give any descriptions?
Short hair, reminds me of
Mangala.
Yeah. Played for Chelsea, I think, as well.
Chelsea as well.
I'll find out. And then...
Chelsea and Everton.
Yeah.
This is like one of those quiz questions. Everton eyed bizarre £33 million swoop as Nottingham Forest. Blah, blah, blah. What does that mean? Maybe that's the one. So we have caught offside, bloody, bloody, blah. And the name that's coming up is Thomas Ariol. It's not him, is it?
No.
Nada. Oh, do you mean Barkley, Ross Barkley?
That's it.
Ah, there we go.
He reminds me of Ross Barkley.
Yeah, Ross Barkley. He was a good...
That's the one. Where's he now? Is he at Forest now? And he's not at Forest.
Aston Villa. Went to Aston Villa.
Is he? So he went down with Sheffield United last season.
No, he didn't play. He went with Luton.
Ah, that's what he was, man. That 4-4 game, he was on fire.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he? He was really good in that game.
Yeah, I knew he was relegated. Told him my memory shit. We should have signed him.
Well, we tried to, but I think he'd been at Villa before, hadn't he, on loan? Yeah. He was a free transfer, though. I think, or they paid very little anyway, 5 million or something. Yeah, he could have been a useful signing, but again, I think the club wasn't prioritising that position. I don't really know what to make of it. It's all a bit strange, really. Maybe things will become clearer in January. Who knows? We're saving our money, and we're going to go big. We're going to buy two.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be easier to buy in a weird way. I don't know. Sometimes it can. We bought Debussy in January. Couldn't get him in the summer. I remember that.
Yeah.
In January, it was easy. The price.
Magic French connection window, that was.
Thoughts on this man, Roy?
Darren Niels. I liked him in the beginning. He's turned into a bit of a clown after the stuff we've heard about what he's been doing at the Stack and getting pissed and singing Sunderland songs and stuff.
Singing Sunderland songs?
Anti-Sunderland, like...
oh, right, I was going to say.
Have you ever seen the Macam in Milan? And
do you think he's a bit of a chance?
You have to fly from Newcastle to get to Spain. Sunderland's a massive club. All that shit. Yeah. Sometimes when you got a job like this, you just kind of act like a royal instead of acting like a clown and one of the fans. You're not one of the fans. You're the boss. So act like a boss instead of hanging around with the fans and stuff. And okay, you hang out with the fans and events and things, but the Stack, what are you on there with the microphone jumping around like a clown and stuff? I don't like that. You'll never see me doing that, or the GM in my club or club president or something doing that shit. So I'll judge him. Was he there when we finished 4th?
Yeah,
He was, because I met him in Saudi. Yeah. So, but see, that's that man that was there as well. I met her dad. So let's wait and see what happens this year, especially with the sporting director situation. And then you can't judge. But I hate having official people going to bars and pubs and jumping around with the fans and microphone and singing anti-Sunderland song.
Do you know who all of these 3 are? Obviously, you know Darren, but
Charlie and the other guy is. I met the other left.
Did you?
Yeah.
He seemed like the best of the lot to me. Chris Moore.
Yeah. He was there for a year and a half, I think, or 2.
Yeah.
He left before Keegan left, so he was there from the beginning of Ashley.
He just seemed like a real smart cookie.
Yeah, there was a third one. There was Derek Lambias as well after him.
Oh, Derek Lambias. Yeah, that's true.
Which I think was better than Charlie. I think
Lambias. But he did upset a lot of deals, didn't he? He did scupper a lot of deals, Lambias.
Well, they're both twats, but
he was a ball boy at Charlton, wasn't he, or something, or
something like that.
Lambias. So he was a steward. He was a steward at Charlton Athletic. That's what Keegan said. He said that's the only football history Derek Lambias has.
Yeah, but Charlie. I think Charlie's got a skill of closing deals, though.
Charlie, do you think?
So if there's a player that we can afford that we wanted, we bought. We did get.
I don't know if he had a skill of it. I think a lot of the time it was just players nobody else wanted, wasn't it?
Well, with the budget. No, but we still got Mitrovic. He got Wijnaldum.
I mean, that's true, I suppose.
Those players. Joe Linton. 40 million spent for Joe Linton. Which we still would have took us down.
But was that with? I suppose it was with Charlie.
Yeah. Because Charlie was there for almost 10 years.
He had a long tenure at the club.
Very low pay. I'm not sure Lambias was there till. No, it wasn't 10 years.
That's Lambias. Next to Joe Kinnear.
Yeah, there you go.
Lambizi, as he called him.
Mort was there, I think, for 1 year, and then Lambias was there for 3 or 4, I think. And then Charlie was just there all the way to the takeover. Even after the takeover, he was still doing his final handover things, even when Amanda was there.
Yeah.
I think he was still there when we signed Bruno and some of the other players, and he didn't officially leave till after the season finished. Not sure. People.
Okay, well, so he had a long tenure then, and you obviously rate him as one of the stars of the game.
Who? Lee Charnley. Let's see what happens with these guys, because some people might look like idiots and they're not, and some people might look smart and they're not.
But no one else has ever employed him, have they, in football?
Yeah, well, he's Ashley's mate. Probably works in the casino now or some shit. So nobody knows.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah, the casino stuff was quite big, wasn't it? And Pardew hasn't done much, but he had some sort of weird job. I don't know what it was now.
But Pardew had a good few seasons with Palace after he left.
He did all right for about a year and a half. That was his usual pattern. He had a year and a half of being good with clubs. And then he would just fall apart. I wanted to do a little mini quiz for our great friend in the chat, Rosie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to put that together, but it's taking a little while longer than I thought. So what do you reckon then, Roy? What do you think happens if we end up 7th again? At the end of the season, do they just go, right, we're tearing this up, we're getting rid of him, the PIF step in? Or is it a case of
7th should take us to Europe now?
It should.
It goes like last season.
But we could come 11th. You never know, because it's so competitive now with Brighton. They've improved so much, and West Ham look stronger, and Yeah, I think we could.
Well, if we don't make Europe, I think
Yeah.
if we don't make Europe, should be. Thank you, Eddie. You took us as far as you could. And you have to go.
And then the England job
And
comes
take-
across.
And take Andy Pandy with you. I don't think so. I don't think England. I don't think he's good enough as well for England. But
You don't think he's good enough for England? But, I mean,
he's got that
Southgate.
stubbornness. Yeah, because you remember when he joined us, it took him 2 or 3 months to get the team to play the way he
It
wanted.
did take him a little while, but he had to change the whole dynamic of the team, didn't he? It was a very defensive team, and he was trying to get them into a ball playing side.
Yeah, so
It
if
is
I'm afraid he might start picking Bournemouth kind of and change around some of the
I think that's
players.
what people are worried about. But
Yeah, so
where do you put him in the hierarchy of great Newcastle managers then? Do you shove him in the top tier? Is he in the next tier down? Where does he is he up there with Keegan or Robson, or is he just a bit lower than that?
nah, it's not Keegan. No, Keegan Robson. They've done that with less budget than him, so he's not there yet. And he finished 4th.
Well, Keegan had quite a big budget at the time.
Keegan finished 2nd.
Well,
Robson,
Keegan got promotion, so we can give him that.
yeah. So he got his promotion, and he finished 2nd and
And
3rd
finished second twice. No, second once because he left
once,
with us.
and 3rd. Bobby Robson, Champions League and semi-final Europa League, and 5th, and we finished 2nd as well, didn't we? Yeah, it was the lucky 2nd.
No, under Robson we came third. Third.
Third. No, what was the other one? Yeah, that was Dalglish, I think.
Dalglish, but that was with Keegan's
Yeah.
team, wasn't it? And then he ripped
Yeah.
it up.
So those two got better standings, let's say, in finishing than he has.
But maybe it was easier back then as well to get.
But look, Pardew
Get
on
us up.
fumes. Yeah, but Pardew on fumes finished 5th.
Yeah, Pardew now, with time passed since he's left, he's a manager we've got to say was one of maybe Ashley's best manager. Some people say Rafa, but I think
No,
Pardew
he
did.
is. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
pretty amazing actually.
Well, Rafa's best season is when he finished 10th with almost nothing spent.
Yeah. Well, he got a few. He spent money on a few defenders, but that's about it.
Alcaraz and not Alcaraz, what's his name? Yeah, a few shit ones.
Well, he got Fernandes. Fernandes was quite good. And Shaw.
Yeah. The Brazilian on loan, that winger, what's his name? The one who missed the penalty.
Kennedy. Mr.
Kennedy, that's it. Mr.
Kennedy.
Penalty against Cardiff.
Yeah.
And he was never the same after. Never the same after.
No, he was a.
So I'll rank
Dodgy
Eddie.
geezer.
I'll rank him 4th as it stands now.
4th of your time, because we've got to say Joe Harvey would be like number 1, wouldn't he?
Yeah, no. 4th, let's say, since the promotion, 93. 92,
Yeah.
93.
That sounds about right.
Oh. So I'll go
I'd say
Bobby
third.
Robson. I don't know, Keegan.
Who are you going?
Football,
Robson, Keegan?
football to enjoy more than Keegan was nice to watch and good results. Shit defending. So I'll go Keegan, Robson, and Robson. I was solid man Champions League. Nah, I'll go Robson, Keegan.
Robson ahead of Keegan. Oh, interesting. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll go Robson. Yeah, I'll go Robson, Keegan, Pardew, and then Howe. Only because Pardew took us 5th, and even when he was there, we always survived and comfortably stayed up. And Europa League quarter-final on fumes, no money spent,
Mhm.
and 5th. And we finished 5th above Liverpool and Chelsea that year. Chelsea won the Champions League.
Yeah, true.
So
He did.
that's why all Eddie did is 4th, and that guy who did 5th.
That was
So
not bad,
Eddie spent 300 million.
Yeah,
up
but
to
it's
that
different
point.
times, isn't it? Like, you have to say.
Yeah, but 300 million now is about what? Even 100 million then. We're nowhere close to even spending 30 million, 40 million those days. Like Kabay 4.5 million, Bar on a free, Cisse for 10 or 12, and Danny Simpson and stuff. Look at that team, man. Finished 5th.
Yeah.
That's why
Exciting.
I'll give Pardew that one, but doesn't mean that Eddie
It
will
was
stay
quite-
fourth.
But we did get back. I mean, we were good that season, but it was like Cisse played the best football he's ever played, and but then it did
Yeah.
fall off a cliff a bit. The next, it's not his fault. They didn't invest any money, but I was going to ask Rosie to name some players. Some easier than others, but these players have connections because, as anyone in the chat hopefully knows, Rosie is a massive Celtic fan. I'm joking. Chris said she was a Celtic fan the other day. No, she's a massive Rangers fan. So some players, quite a few players, have played for both teams. So I was wondering, this one's an easy one, but I was wondering if she
right
could
there.
name
Oh,
some of these players. That's an easy one. That's the first one. So the second one,
I know.
little bit harder. Still not that hard. If you're a Rangers fan, he's a club legend.
He's the captain now.
One of their great players. Didn't do much for Newcastle. This guy, the icon of all icons.
The fraud, £10 million.
Yeah, like the big money signing for us.
I've got one more. He played for Forest in the Championship.
Oh, right, okay. I'm trying to think who that is.
His dad died in
of
while he
course.
was playing.
I forgot about
Yes.
him. Jeez.
Yeah.
We got loads.
He was more of a legend for them than us.
Yeah, but he's still a legend for us, but he was only with us for a
Yeah.
couple of seasons, 2.5, 3 seasons, something like that.
Yeah.
Whereas he was with Rangers for a very long time. But I wish he'd been with us for longer. If we got him a little bit younger, I reckon we tried to, didn't we? Robson tried to sign him, but he chose, for some reason, chose Rangers. I don't know why anyone would do that. But
Well, it was because we had Shola and Shearer.
yeah, but I mean, Shola.
And then we signed Kluivert and Owen. And this is like, he's not
But
going
we
to get
never
hit.
actually had Kluivert and Owen at the club at the same time. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Kluivert.
Kluivert, then Owen. Who's it? No, it was Kluivert, then Owen.
Yeah, and then we lost Bellamy, didn't we, when Owen came in, before Owen came in?
Yeah.
Bit of a
Done
blow.
some strange decisions.
Yeah, we always did that though. Seem to have lost this player. Oh, here he is. So Rosie and anyone else in the chat, if you want to have a little dig at those answers, here's one more, as suggested by our good friend Roy. If it comes up, hopefully it'll work. And then we've got, there it is, the fifth. Look at that. So these are the five. Number one, easy. Should get that. Number two, pretty easy. Harder for you.
Starts with a T.
Yeah. Third one, legend of
His name is Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Jean-Paul Gaultier Jr. This man, he looked much healthier at Rangers.
Starts with a P, innit? Starts with a P.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. But I can understand how you would think that because he does look.
It's not Patterson.
You're thinking Peter Ramage. Oh, Patterson.
Oh,
No, he's not. But he looks a lot healthier on the left. He suits. I think he suits the Rangers shirt more than the Newcastle shirt. And this was the last one.
yeah.
Club icons. So let's see if anyone got all five of those.
He's from the same country as Schmeichel.
We're gonna go down the list. So we've got Rosie here. She says that's correct. James Tavernier.
Yeah.
Who else have we got? We've got Andrew Bell coming in with the boom song.
So that's why it's Jean-Paul Boumson.
Craig Moore, of course.
I think it's Jean-Alain Boumson.
Boom song.
Yeah,
There is
Craig
Jean-Alain
Moore, that's
Boumson.
what it is. Yeah.
Lovenkrands, he was a lovely player, wasn't he? Delighted, a lot of us. Remy Street played for both clubs. I think there was one. Oh, you didn't get one, but it was the easiest one. So I'm assuming that you would all get this. No one said it. This fella. That would be the only other one.
Well, we need to mention.
And do you remember that transfer window, Roy, where where Mike Ashley bought a stake in Rangers?
Yeah.
He sold
13.
He loaned out about 7 injured Newcastle players to Rangers and made Rangers pay the wages.
Yeah. Smart bastard, huh? He's
I know,
always
but
looked after us.
what a mad thing to do. That was crazy. Although one of
Is
them did quite well. The rest
Has
of
he
them
not got any shares there anymore now?
I don't think so. I think
Good. Just
I think he's a goner.
I think with the way he runs business, if he takes a League One club, he'll probably improve that a lot, and then he can probably push it all the way back to the Premier League. But to take a Premier League team and keep it there and trying to compete, doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean he just didn't. He wanted to run it as a business, didn't he? He wanted to make money out of it, get its free advertising, and make Sports Direct a bigger brand than it was already. So that was his priority, not making the club better. And the sad thing
commercial, he killed it commercially, killed the club.
Yeah, because we actually we were the only club that went backwards in the Premier League on our turnover numbers in that period. It was unbelievable.
When he bought the club, we were 13th in the world turnover, and then within 3 years, we're 40 something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the right back.
Apparently,
Rafa
these are
sold
the
him.
5 that we loaned to Rangers.
Yeah, Harris Fukic, the one bottom left. Top right. The lad in the middle is he plays for Norway, right back. What's his name, man? He's actually good. I wish.
Sweden, doesn't he? No, Switzerland.
Is it Switzerland?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it Norway? Yep. Well, that's it. Mbabu. That's it.
Mbabu. He's quite a good player. He's at Fulham, isn't he?
Is he? I don't think he is. Is he now?
I think he was there. Yeah.
Okay, the bottom right. Oh, what's his name, man?
He was a Northern Irish player. He was a good talent, but he seemed to disappear off the face of the planet.
Did we buy him off City?
No, he came through our youth academy, and then we. And actually, there's a funny story about him. That we loaned him out to. I think we loaned him out to Birmingham City or somewhere, and Joe Kinnear. I'm pretty sure it was Joe Kinnear. He was the manager at the time of Newcastle. And he said, "Oh, he went on a scouting mission, and he didn't realize this guy played for Newcastle. So, oh, this kid's good. Look, how can we sign him? He was like interested in signing him, but he was our player that we'd loaned out. He didn't know. He just didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
So that's how badly run the club was, really.
Top left, no idea as well.
So Shane Ferguson was the bottom.
You go, man.
He played 2 cup games for Rangers in his half a season on loan there. 2 cup games. That's it. Remy Street, who was the one in the top, I think it's top left.
Top left, yeah.
He had zilchio games for Rangers. Oh, one cup game.
Harris Vukic, wasted talent.
Harris Vukic did all right for Rangers, though. He was quite handy.
I thought he had skill and stuff. But,
yeah, he looked good, but he kept getting injured, didn't he? Mbabu had. Do you want to guess how many games for Rangers? 15. 0. He played 0.
Bloody hell! He's probably the best out of all of them now.
Yeah.
He's probably had the best career. Bigamania went to Brighton afterwards, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was Lualua who went there. Lualua Junior.
No, he didn't go. No, not to Brighton. Yeah. He went abroad and he went to Fulham, and now he's playing in Switzerland again, I think. But Vukic actually went to Rangers and actually did all right. He scored 9 goals in 22 games. He was the only one. So there you go. There's the more you know.
There you go.
More useless information for your brains. But yeah, so we just wanted to have a little link between Rangers and Newcastle there, seeing as Rosie entered the conversation. And we do love a bit of Rosie's banter. So anyways, lovely to see you all. Any last thoughts, Ryan, before we go? We've been talking about 0304. Do you want to chat about that, or do you want to have a little final thoughts?
Nah, Just hoping next week, by the time we do the next Hoof the Twat next week, we're on 10 points.
And can you believe that both of our 0304 shirts seem to have been stolen? What is?
Yep.
Maybe it was
I'm
a cursed
gutted.
season, Roy. Maybe it was just cursed.
That was my best shirt.
Really, it was
My
a long
favourite.
sleeve or short sleeve?
Short sleeve with nothing
Okay.
at the back. And then after probably 100 football games and million washes, the blue Northern Rock fell off. Well, it started peeling off, and then I just peeled the whole thing off, and it looked really nice.
Yeah.
And
It
then
looked better without.
looked better without. Yeah, just
Okay.
wow. Looked like a classic shirt that Adidas Originals would sell, something like that. And then lost, gone. Probably have to pay 100 quid or something on eBay.
Yeah, probably. They've seemed to have just gone mad. The shirts now.
Yeah.
Some really horrible ones, or if they've got Owen on the back or something, you can get them cheap. But
it doesn't matter. Yeah, I've got loads, and then I'm not going to go out and spend money on an old shirt now.
you've got to buy all the replica shirts because we're going to do it every season. Next season we'll be doing 67, 68. So you're going to throw us mighty win to send.
I'm not buying them. I've got a few classic ones. Maybe it bought me with the older badge, the one that came before the 80s, the 60s, 70s one. The old crest. Maybe put that on next week. But I'm happy to put this on today. This is the Persian team, the Persian Lions. They're
Very
shit,
nice.
but they're shit in the World Cup, but they're good in Asia.
Should we go to exactly 2 hours? So we'll give it three. We've got 3 more minutes.
All right.
We'll give it to 2 hours.
Yeah. By the way, the World Cup qualifiers is on in Asia. So Japan beat China 7-0, and they beat Bahrain 5-0 today. They've scored 12 goals in 2 games.
Wow.
Guess who plays for them? Well, the 2 wingers they've got, one on the right, one on the left. The one on the left plays for Brighton.
Oh. Not the one on the left, Mitoma. No.
Yeah, Mitoma. Okay. And the one on the right is the one we always keep getting linked with.
Oh God, yeah. What's his name? Plays in Spain, doesn't he?
Kobe. Yeah, that's
Kobe Bryant.
Something like that. Yeah. Lethal team.
Yeah, they've got. Actually, I'm surprised Japan never do better in World Cups.
They're always second round. They should have beaten the last one. They got beat on penalty against Croatia, who ended up knocking Brazil the round after. But they knocked Germany out in the last World Cup, and they knocked South Korea. So they knocked Germany out of the last World Cup, and then Germany thought they're going to have a revenge game.
Yeah. And
then Japan beat them 4-0 in a revenge game last summer.
4-0. Jesus. So they are getting quite strong, aren't they? We should be signing Japanese players because we've sort of missed out on the market over there.
Well, a lot of those players played us in the preseason.
Oh, right.
And beat us, yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, of course they did.
They should have won the Asian Cup.
There must be one that we can find who's, got the...
There's loads, yeah. There's the fast, the easy. They can adapt easy to different leagues.
We've never had a Japanese player, have we?
We did.
Oh, yeah, of course. We had one. Yeah.
Rafa.
He was terrible.
Useless. Yeah.
He
used to play for Japan, and when he signed for us, he was shit with us, and then he got dropped from Japan as well.
Yeah, he was a weird sign. We spent quite a lot of money on him as well. I've totally blanked on him. I totally forgot he even existed, that guy. Yoshinori Muto.
Yeah, we'll see them. Japan will be 100% in the World Cup. But I think our scouting team needs to go and look at Asia and Africa. Yeah,
we need to start playing the game a bit more smartly because we're not covering those markets really at all. There must be
everybody else is doing it.
Yeah. Or even there must be one Saudi player who's decent, or a young Saudi player could be good.
A Saudi fullback went to Roma.
Oh, should have been ours. We need to become the club of the Saudi people.
I don't know. Well, that brings us back to the same conspiracy. Who's the boss?
Yeah, true. I mean, I think Eduardo Howe is definitely the boss right now.
Yeah, so we'll judge him if things go upside down
Maybe Garen Quoll can help us to conquer the Oceania market. You never know.
Yeah.
Chris Wood didn't, unfortunately.
Yep. Well, we had him. It made Burnley weaker. I think that was better than his contribution to making Burnley weaker was better than making us stronger because
because they brought in that other striker, didn't they? The Dutch guy, Weghorst.
Yeah,
and then he was terrible for them.
Yep.
Then he went to Man United.
Yeah, and then Wood kept us up with his 2 goals, 1 header, 1 penalty.
Yeah, I was actually there for the header. It was against Southampton.
Southampton, yeah.
Mary's, and it was 1-0 down. Then
Bruno's heel as well. So you saw Bruno's goal as well.
Bruno's back. I couldn't.
Yeah, the heel.
I couldn't really understand it because they didn't have screens up, and I was like, "How did that go?" And I was really confused because I was like, "What's happened there? How's he got that?" And then that couldn't really figure it out. So I was trying to find replays online, and then I was like, "Oh my god, that's insane!" But it just in real time because it was I think it was a goal near us, but it was such a load of players in the way you couldn't really see what was going on. But yeah, it was a brilliant
memories.
First ever goal for the club. Great comeback.
Yeah.
2-1. Happy days. Right, well, on that note, I suppose you got to get your.
I hope people are half asleep. Well, it's 2 a.m. here, so it'll be 12. Sleep. I'll have about 5 hours. Yeah, 6 hours. 6 hours.
Yeah, and remember to keep it Hoof the Twat. And if you want to subscribe, if you haven't already, I'm sure most of the people in the chat have. But if you haven't, do your business. And if please do it right now. No, and then please give us some likes, show us some love, and we would love it.
You remember to Hoof the Twat and Jean-Paul Gaultier.
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
Should we go through all of those now? Yeah, and we'll be back with you next week with hopefully a season where we both actually have
got the shirts,
the correct shirts.
Yeah, we both have the shirts. Yeah.
Peace out.
Oh, don't give it to Burn. Don't give it. Oh, just hoof it, man. Oh, we passed it back to him, and he. Hoof the twat. Fuck's sake.